All right, now let's take a look at 7/6 suspensions. And the process is going to be basically the same. There are a few more possibilities with 7/6. And the first one on the strong beat is a 7/3 sonority going to a 7/6, and the 3 stays the same. So let's write this one. And again, we're going to put these all with G in the bass, and you can practice writing these on other keys or other notes. So let's put a G in the bass. We're going to put a 7th now, and let's put that in the upper voice. So let's put an F, tied across, resolved down by step, and then we need the 3rd. So a 3rd above G is B. We'll put that in the tenor voice. And let's listen to this. And if we put the intervals above that, then we end up with a 7th here, going to a 6th, and then a 3rd above that. Now, we can actually switch these two voices. So let me show you when we switch those. So we can put let's keep the G in the bass. Let's put the 7/6 in the inner voice this time. So still going from F prepared, resolved down by step. And then instead of a 3rd, this will actually be a 10th. So a 10th above G will be B. This gets a little bit high for this clef, but I just want to show you that you can switch these two around and still write it correctly. So let's put the B there, and then let's listen to what this sounds like. So if we put the intervals on that, then the 7/6 is actually in our inner voice, and the 3rd was actually a 10th in the upper voice. The next one we can write also has a 7/3 on the beat, but I'll show you that we can move some voices, and by doing that, we change the resolution. So let's start off with, again, the G in the bass. We'll put the suspension in the upper voice this time. So again, we have to prepare, tie across, resolve down by step. And now the 3rd above this will be a B. So we can put the B here in the tenor. And then it will resolve up to a C, which creates a 4th above the bass, which that's actually okay if you write this as a passing tone, but let me show you how you can change the bass on the resolution, because remember, that is a possibility. The bass can always skip or move during the resolution. So let's change that so that the bass goes from G up to A. And let's listen to this example here. All right, so if we put in the intervals, here's our 7th. Notice, however, that because the bass changes, it doesn't resolve to a 6th. It actually resolves to a 5th. And so here we still get a 3rd, and it stays a 3rd because the bass changes. Those are your possibilities for 7/3 on the downbeat. Now let's take a look at having an 8-7 on the downbeat. So let's go ahead and put the G. We'll put our 7-6. Let's this time put it in the middle voice. So a seventh above G is F. We need to prepare, resolve down by step, and then we're going to put an octave above the G in the upper voice, which is another G. And let's listen to this one. You can tell it sounds a little bit weaker, not quite as strong. If we put in our intervals here, here's our octave. The 7-6 is in the inner voice. The final possibility is a 7-5 on the strong beat. And then this resolves to the 7 goes to a 6. And then the 5th actually also goes to a 6th. So let me show you how to write that one. We'll keep the G in the bass. Let's write the 7-6 in the middle voice again. Prepared, tied across, resolved down by step. All right, so now we need a 5th going to a 6th. So we could actually have a little bit of cross voicing here. So the 5th above is going to be a D, and then the 6th above is going to be an E. So when we get that, let's listen to this example. We could also flip that around and put the suspension in the upper voice and have the middle voice move up. Let's put in the intervals. So here is our 7-6 suspension. Here we have a 5th, and then it also goes to a 6th. Notice that we are moving to a unison, right? This is a unison here, but we're approaching it in opposite directions, so that's okay. Again, those are your possibilities for 7-6 suspensions. I would practice writing every single one of those above every single bass note, so this just becomes habit and you don't have to think about it.